or you think I'm sure this is the norm to you, right? The norm is they either look at you, they won't approach you, and they do approach you, they just ask you a bunch of questions. Is that your what is your norm? I don't want to make your norm. What is your norm with guys? What do you see out
Okay.
there? What do you see out there?
I get a lot of compliments, which are nice, but I would like it to be more mentally stimulated.
Yeah, but you're asking for mental stimulation from somebody who is not mentally stimulated himself. So how can he give you that?
Hmm. Like, with mental stimulation, it's more about I would like a man to take reins. I feel like I have had to be that reins in a even an approach, not even the relationship, but the approach matters.
Again, let me
That
ask you,
you,
what is the age limit? Because it's funny. What is the age limit that you have? What is your age limit?
um, gosh, I'm 28, so I probably wouldn't do past 34.
Okay, past 34.
I
Now,
don't know.
no, and that's fine. It's all good because a lot of people have limits, but they do have opens and loopholes and things like that. So, what happens if you met someone 40 that could give you stimulation? Do you give yourself a loophole, or do you say no? I'm cutting it at 34.
No, no, no. I'll give myself a loophole.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. No, it's always good to have a loophole, but I'm just saying that. But that's the okay. I like to warn you, ladies, both ways. I like to warn you about the weird, creepy guys, but I also like to warn you about men because I don't think you've ever actually met a man. You see what I'm
I'm
saying?
starting to think, but then it's that way with some men. I think that the ones that maybe I've met have confused me with the leading. I didn't understand the leading, and there was more of the feminine, and I think they wanted to be the men, but they just couldn't do it, or they wouldn't look more internal.
Well,
It would be more in the world,
well,
and
wait,
I didn't realize that.
well, yeah, but I'm saying you're saying that they want to. You said they wanted to lead, but you saying they were acting more feminine? I mean, give us an example.
Yeah, more okay. I've been asked, we're gonna go 50-50, and that instantly makes me feel like you're not gonna be a provider to me.
Mm.
Just because I'm not expecting you to take reins. I would love to make a house a home, and definitely be there for our family. But if you're already expecting that, it makes me think, why do you not have your own? Or do you not even have your own?
Wait, when you
Does that
say
make
all
sense?
right, 50-50 and what are we going 50-50?
Like with we're both gonna cook, we're both gonna pay all the bills, we're both gonna be doing the cleaning, we're both gonna be taking care of the kids, which is understandable.
Hmm?
But then when I think about it, if I'm going out and doing all of that, I'm really not gonna have the time to make our house a home as much as I should, or at least to my 100%.
What? But yeah, but that's the weird thing about
Is that
marriages and stuff like that. You've got to again, there's got to be more structure. It's not what you see on TV or what you think it actually is. So I don't see a
exactly?
problem with a man saying 50-50 as long as he's letting you know. I mean, he's saying that this is what's going to be. This is
Okay.
this is what I
Hmm.
this is what I want versus
Let
I'm
me
gonna
think
let you
about
have reign. So it's not. I don't think that's not a bad thing because yeah, I think, and I
it. Hmm.
always and this is the thing, and this is always the breaking points of um when guys like me. I'll use guys like me when we're talking to a woman that wants more than 50 or 51-49 or something like that. When they want more,
Hmm.
what a man's going to do
Right.
is find more. I believe. Listen,
Mm.
I believe that what you want, you should find. But a man is going to tell you, but in between the time you find what you want to find, you can have him to fill in those
Mm.
gaps until you find what you
Hmm.
want to find.
But
It,
then there are what about, like, if with that being said, I'm sorry,
yeah,
I
sure. No, go
definitely
ahead.
cut
No,
you
no,
off.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
um, with that being said, with the specific maybe males or maybe they were men, I'm still, very much doing research and understanding. But with that, like all that being said, what is the difference in maybe the control aspect? Because that is kind of shisty when it comes to the borderline of like I'm a man, but then there's some that's not, and then I'm seeing that that
Well,
could be a
a
male.
man is not going to tell you he's a man. That's number one. He's not going to say, "Well, I'm a
Oh.
man," and beat his chest, right? He's not going to do that. He's just going to give you structure.
Mm-hmm.
But again, through free will, because listen, see, a man is not going to change what you want to do, because you should never meet somebody to take whatever you want. Okay, you have an idea of what you want, right? You have an idea of what you
Right.
want.
Yes.
You will meet a man, he will say, well, what you want is not beneficial to me. So I can't be your man. But I can be your man on the side. I can
Mm.
supply. I know you don't like listen, but listen, but there's good in that. Because I can give you
No, I'm
because I
listening. I'm
okay,
listening.
here's the thing. Do you want what you want to have and live a boring ass life?
No, I don't. I don't.
Right. And remember we had a talk when you were we did that show the morning when you were talking about your friends that are getting married. They
Yes,
all I'm
exactly.
telling you, a few of them gonna be cheating on those guys. Just because they married first doesn't mean
Whew.
they're gonna be happily married. Remember, I told you about that. That don't see the thing that a lot of people don't understand about men is that okay, did you watch Sex Life? Did you ever watch that?
No,
Okay,
no, I
so
have.
wait, you have Netflix, right?
I do.
So I'm giving you all these shows. I'm giving you Wednesday, Sex Life, Bridges and
I
Madison.
got it.
I'm giving you all these shows. Now, me, I'm watching something totally different. I just saw a new show I'm watching that has nothing to do with anything but some shooting and stuff. Um, but I'm saying for
Okay.
you is that the happily ever after has to have an attachment of happy. Because
Mm.
what women don't understand is that, okay, what you had in high school is what is in the real world right now. There's more of those in high school. So you've got to sift through and find and repackage and Frankenstein something, right?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Or no, no, you have listen, you can have all of that, or you have a crumb of I'd like to say crumb. You have a crumb
That's
of
yeah.
somebody that is gonna not run behind you. He's not going to beg, barter. He's not going to tear you down. He's going to keep it a straight buck with you. But in that, he is going to open up doors in you that you don't even know that you actually had. And through those doors, you're going to get more hooked on him by how he makes you feel.
What? Wait a minute. Yeah, that's just like speaking alien to me right
Well,
now.
I'm speaking alien, but that's what I was trying to say live. What I'm saying is that um let's say hypothetically, let me give you a hypothetical. Let's say hypothetically a woman is going to a ball, okay? And that woman that's going to the ball is not really feeling sexy or she's feeling okay about herself, okay? She's at a ball. Well, she's getting
Mhm.
ready. She's getting ready to go to the ball, right?
Oh my gosh, this was me last night. My voice recording tells you
Yeah. Well,
about the yes.
so what I'm saying is what a man would do is he would go live and while you're getting ready, he'll be sitting right there talking to you. When's the last time you had someone do that? Like
Mhm.
never, have you? Have you ever had that happen?
I have, but I didn't. I don't know. He's different. I don't know. See, that one I gotta talk to you personally about. Cause
Okay, all right.
I've
Well, yeah, I
had
don't want to get
that.
too yeah, but I'm just oh, yeah, I don't get too yeah, we don't get too personal. I'm just saying that what I'm saying is that there's a difference between how he talks to you when he's live, or again, a poem of maybe something of
Mm.
how maybe having your clothes on, but what happens after you get from the ball? So that'd be an option. It's like, you want me to tell you something right now as you put your clothes on? Oh, you want me to tell you something right now while you're at the ball thinking about me, or you want me to tell you something when you come home?
Yeah, I
They're
haven't had that.
right. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. So even
Wow.
okay, but what? Give me an example. Like I'll give you an example. Like when you come from a ball and you have somebody, like let's say he's there. You come from the ball, and what do you think when you get over there? You kick your shoes off. He grabs you, greets you, walks you over to the couch, puts your legs up on his legs, and start rubbing your feet and just talking to you, seeing what was on your
Mm,
mind and seeing how the ball was and how you enjoyed it and what was going on, just like letting you get things off your mind while he's giving you a real deep tissue massage. And then through the
oh
massage,
my goodness.
between the massage of him doing that, you'll pause and stop because it's gonna be a weird thing. Because you're like, what was why are you staring at me that way? Why are you looking at me that way? You know what I mean? Why are you looking at me that way?
Mhm.
What's up? Why are you looking that way? And
Yeah. Oh
you
my
probably would say,
god.
I'm looking at you that way because I love how your eyes look when you say a certain thing and that smile. And if you have a dimple, he'll notice it. He'll start noticing things on you. And I want you to continue
Oh
what you're
my
saying,
goodness.
but I just can't stop looking at you while he's rubbing your foot and all that other stuff. And then he'll say,
Mhm.
I know you're talking, but you know what? Allow me to interrupt you 1 second and lean in and give you a soft kiss, and then get in your ear and say, you know what? Please continue. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I just had to put my lips on your lips and then go back. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Wow.
What
Right.
right. So that
Mhm.
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
very different.
Right. Yeah, it's very right. But what I'm saying is that that's the thing that every woman can have if they had a man. These are the things. You see what I'm saying? That where
Mhm. Wow.
right, not only that, but okay, let's say that guy's on Mars. Okay, say he's on Mars and you're on Earth, right? And
Mhm.
he can't touch you on your foot and everything like that. But again, he can send you a message that you know what. If I was there right now, I'd be, right now, I want you to relax yourself, dim the candles, put some music on, just relax yourself and just let me be in your ear a little bit. While you talk,
Hmm.
you can just talk to me and I'll listen and just talk about your day, but pause for a second and say, or it could be a role play. It could be a message. It could be a track. This is my version not virgin version of what
Yeah.
what what it would be like such and such, right? So what I'm saying is that
Mhm.
if you could have that, a pinch of that you could never get with a whole of somebody else, the question that you've got to ask yourself is, would you go down that lane and open that door knowing that if you open that door, you ain't coming back. You'll never see things again.
Right. Oh wow. This is the Ramina was talking about. Wow.
Hmm?
Z.
What's that now?
This is Z was talking about. Mhm.
Well, I'm saying that, and this is why I want you to watch the Bridges of Madison County, so you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from. See
Okay.
what a man is going to do. He's going to systematically, mentally break you down. That's what he's going to do. He's not trying to break down your body because that's your I do. That's not who you are, and that's the problem I think that a lot of women are having. A lot of guys are just looking at you as a body, but he's not looking at you as a
Mm.
body. He's
Wow.
looking at you as a woman that has a body, but has other levels to her that she doesn't even know she has herself. You see what I'm saying? She doesn't even know she has those
Wow.
levels. So if you don't know that you have those levels, and you've never met anybody who goes to your parents or whatever, all that little kitty shit, whatever.
Right.
So then what do you do? Because this is like Bridges of Madison County. It was a crossroads. I won't give it won't give the I'll give a little bit of the end away, but it was a crossroads. Do I go through door A knowing that through that door I can't have him? But when I have him, the experience, the mental, the sexual, and the physical come together in such a level that I think about him, I miss him, I can't get him off my mind. He's just so addictive, right? Or
Right.
door number two, I'm just gonna find the best average motherfucker I can find. I'm gonna find
No.
I'm gonna find a
Right,
guy
right.
that is I'm gonna find a guy that's gonna make, because you remember, you gotta find a choice. You gotta find either a guy that's gonna make you laugh. He's either gonna have to be
Mm-hmm.
intellectual, but if he's intellectual, he's not gonna make you laugh because he's got to have a stick up his ass. Um, a guy that is going, I'm just saying, you're gonna have to find. You ever remember like those commercials where you have to, it takes one bowl to equal all these bowls? So I'm saying that
Oh my
you
God.
have to
Wow.
make a choice, and all women have to make a choice. Do you
Mm-hmm.
want
Right.
to know pleasure on a level with an actual man that will give you mental and physical pleasure, and it can pleasure you wherever he's at, versus, because you haven't been through that door, so you don't know what never had. So you can be like, well, that sounds a little too much, a little risky, and I'll just stay with the average guy.
Oh my goodness. Get out of my head. That's
What?
fun.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
That's true though, yeah.
But no, but I mean that. But see, that's okay. Think about that. This is the world that you're in right now. And everywhere you go, you get average guys doing average things. Average guys looking at you, average guys asking you questions, average guys trying to pick you up. And some can be interesting, but at the end, when you're peeling back layers, it's an empty cupboard, because you, and like other women, you want mental stimulation, and that's what a lot of guys can't give. You don't want to make it all about the sex in my body and all this other stuff. You want the
Yeah.
thrill
Yeah, because
of,
I mean,
yeah.
when I've like dated these guys or they've approached me, I've been the one that's like, no, when I've noticed it. But that also sounds very nerve wracking for all the other stuff.
Well, but right,
Mm,
but beautiful thing about this, every woman has to make a choice.
mm,
You can go through and have things that on another level, or just stay average. Not you average, but
right,
average guys,
right, right,
because you've got to
right.
you've got to pick you've got to pick a guy that when you're sick, he'll maybe help you out when you're sick. When you're having a bad day, he won't be able to recognize it. And it's no knock on guys. It's just
Mm, mm,
why like whores like me always wanted to jiggle, because I could read the room of a woman and the room of her mind, and
mm.
I could connect, and guys like me connect. We connect.
That
You're
makes so much sense.
I'm sorry.
That just makes a lot of sense.
Well, I try to make sense sometimes. Like I always tell people, I try to make sense sometimes. But what I'm saying to you is that, again, when's the last time someone offered to eat food off of your body? Have you ever had a guy do that before? Not do it. I don't want to get personal, but I'm saying, have you ever had a guy offer that? I'm sorry. I don't mean, I'm sorry. Have you ever had a guy
No,
offer that to you?
um, like not in the way that I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
there's a
not if
dirty
I'm a
way,
bit
and then
confused.
there's a sensual way. There's a dirty way and a sensual way. Because
Okay,
sometimes how people say it,
and I guess not.
it depends on how you take it and feel from, because two guys can say the
Mm,
same thing, but based off of the connection you have on an emotional level is how you're going to take it. If you're not really connected with somebody and he's saying, you know what, I want to put some food on your body and eat it off your body, you're not connected, you might be offended or find that creepy, because I don't really know you that. Why would you want to do something like that?
exactly.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Right.
because I've been approached by some weird, or maybe I shouldn't say weird, but whatever, just some very different guys.
Right. That say that we don't know anything about you, but says I want to eat food off your body, right?
Yes, yes.
Right.
Like,
Right. Versus a
excuse
man
me.
that doesn't say that from the beginning, but intrigues you through a
Mm-hmm.
conversation, where if it so
Mm-hmm.
happens to come up, because remember, everything's about position. So a man is going to position himself, because I'm sure you what do you think about a man cooking? You find that sexy? What do you think about a man in the kitchen? What do you think
Oh
about that?
yes, very, very sexy.
Right.
Mhm.
So a man, again, a man cooking, man, again, I always tell my guys, lift you up, sit you on the counter, If he's making a
Mhm.
strawberry dessert, I always tell him grab a pinch of sugar. Now make sure you guys wash your hands, but grab a pinch of sugar, put it on the thing, cut the
Please.
slice the strawberries, and first, give you a taste of the strawberry, right? Second, put the strawberry on his lips and let you taste the strawberry off his lips. You see what I'm saying? Like little things like that.
Okay. Wow.
So,
Mhm. Yeah.
but what I'm asking you is that has that ever even come close to that? Have you had anybody do anything
No, absolutely not.
so, but
No,
okay, but that's what I'm saying.
then I should say no.
So what happens in your mind if that had happened? Like if you meet a guy
What? I
that
can't
you,
even speak right now. Just hearing it, that's crazy.
well, no, I'm saying that you
But that's
can't.
beautiful.
Well, no, yeah, that's what. But see, that's game right there, because he's not actually trying to manipulate, trying to seduce. He's just flowing with the time. That I'm talking about the lights dim, nice music. You may have a little bit of wine as you sit, and while he's chopping it up, he's talking to you. He's not talking at you. He's not asking you questions. And after he's talking, or in between him talking to you, he may just stop just to walk over there and say, "Oh, wait a second, I see that you have a piece of hair there," and slowly move it with his fingers. You know what I'm saying? Ah, there you go. That's perfect. Then go right back to what he's doing. You see what I'm saying? Little things like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, little
Yes.
right.
Oh,
So
wow.
what I'm saying is that's the thing that's lacking with the average guy. Because everything that I just said to you can be said over the phone, voice message, video, audio, or in real time. Because see, what the thing about a man, he can do all those things. He's not just one simple thing, but even when he does something to make you smile, he will notice your smile and make a mental note of the smile, because women smile different ways to show different types of emotion. I mean,
Right.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that knowing that door right there is like a danger door. Don't go through that door. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Versus somebody is gonna grab someone, throw it in the microwave.
Oh my god.
Throw it in the microwave.
Oh my goodness.
but but
Jesus.
but like I say, my dogs, like I say, even my dogs here. Like again, example, you had a long day. For all my Easter aficionados, hey, you know something? I'm gonna send you an invitation. Come on over. I want you to go Easter egg hunting. I want you to take my basket I give you, and we can do this. This will be our dessert, but I'll make you a nice cordon bleu. I'll have a side of well, first I would, because I know some, because maybe I know you have a little Indian in you, or from India, whatever. I know uh, I would have to find out if you do ham or something like that, or what your preferences, because every woman is going to be different based off of the country she's from. So would that be okay if I made not me, but the person made a cordon bleu that
Mhm.
had ham? Would that be too much, or is that something that you don't do, or what would be the menu for that?
That's smooth. Wow.
Okay, so
Hmm.
while you're in the kitchen, you watch him take the chicken. He'll put a little wrapping over top of it. He'll beat it down, flatten it out while you're seeing it. And then while he's doing all this, he's looking at you, talking to you, he's engaging you while he's cooking. He'll sit it over there. He'll put the ham on there. He'll add, you like spinach and onions and tomatoes. Would that be okay?
Dang. Wow.
All right. So he dices up the spinach, the onion,
Uh-huh.
tomatoes.
Okay.
He layers it on the on top of the ham. He rolls that up. He takes some string. He'll tie it up, put it in the refrigerator. He'll get the
Well, I don't
asparagus.
eat ham,
Okay, so if
so
you don't
this
get,
is
we'll take.
specifically for
Okay,
me.
so we'll take the ham out, and what we'll do, we'll substitute the ham. Maybe use a feta. Maybe use feta cheese or something like that. You know what I mean? Something is a substitute. We'll take out the ham, but
Yeah.
we can put the feta. We can put spinach, tomatoes, and onions and cheese as a substitute. So we take the ham out. Okay, so roll that joint up,
Okay.
tie it up, put it in the refrigerator. Grab some asparagus. Get some salt, pepper. They cook it in some olive oil and put it in the oven and everything. Give you some asparagus and all that stuff.
Yummy.
Right.
Mhm.
And then while he's doing that, he's still talking to you. You know, cleans his health, cleans his area up, and all that stuff. But he's talking to you. But he's not trying. It's not about him saying, "Well, I'm trying to get you in the bedroom." He's not trying to push it to the bedroom. But what men do is that they're just saying, "Okay, this is the moment. We're in a moment, and whatever happens past this moment is going to happen if and when you feel safe enough to go beyond where you're at right now." Do you see what I'm saying? So there's not going to be
Oh,
any
mhm.
there's the bedroom right now. Get in that damn bedroom. There's none of that. But let me ask you a
Oh my
question.
gosh, right.
Right.
Please
So
don't.
so what happens now? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever gone in a guy's bathroom to check his drawer, like the medicine cabinet or anything? Like when you go, like go to the ladies' room, do you ever check the bathroom or anything like that? No, it's
Yeah.
cool. It's
Yes, yes,
okay.
I have.
So let me ask you
It's
a
my
question.
boyfriend, but yes.
Right. So what was it? There was nothing in there, right? There was nothing in there, right? It
I
was just
mean, no, he had
basic
some
stuff.
stuff in there.
Okay.
Yeah, basic stuff. Yes,
Okay.
basic.
So what happens, guys? So what happens? Let's say a guy named Ralph. Let's say just a cool motherfucker named Ralph. I don't even name, just say Ralph. Okay. What happens if you go in Ralph's bathroom and you open his drawer, and in the drawer there's a loofah, makeup wipes, there's
Oh my
shampoos,
goodness.
conditioners. You have a toothbrush, toothpaste. You have minis, little minis. You know, like you go to the airport, little minis. You have. There's like a drawer with all items for women. Like you could just go like it because thing about women, they want to feel fresh or anything like that. So you have all these items
Mm-mm.
already
I'm
set
like
up.
getting hot thinking about it. Thank you
Well, I'm not trying to
for
get you
taking
hot.
care of me.
Well, I'm not trying to get you hot thinking about it. I'm just saying what's the mindset of you pulling that drawer and seeing that this guy
Yeah, I
has
would. Wow.
all these things in the drawer
Mm.
for you, that if you chose to stay the night or you stay over for a little while, that you have your shampoos, rinsers, conditioners, makeup wipes, all those little mini items. What would be the thought process there?
Well, I would. First, I'm gonna be like, man, this man takes care of himself. Two, he wants to take care of me in those little ways because detail is everything.
Mm-hmm.
And three, I feel safe.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, of course, I want to stay.
You want to stay. All right. Now, what if he hey, listen, and he's not pushing you to stay. You see what I'm saying? He's
Right,
not gonna
right.
right. Here's the thing. See, a lot of guys, and I'm sure you understand, they try to force the issue. Because a lot of guys think,
Hmm.
well, you know what, I'm gonna try to get her over. Well, wait, yeah, yeah. Well, Peach says she thinks I'm gonna be a slut. Yes, I am a slut. Yeah, no, no, not me. I'm saying right. You're right. That's but hey,
Like,
but
please.
Peach, that's what sluts do. But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question. I'm serious. What happens if you? I know this never happened, but what is your mind? What would you think if you walked in? And as we all we know the entrance, he looks you up and down, twirls you around, brings you in, whispers in your ear how you smell and how sexy you look, grabs your hand, walks you in, turns around, say, "Oh, I forgot," grabs your hips and lets your ass close the door, and he gives you a soft kiss. Now, not that part. What I'm saying, and he walks away, but then you see in the corner a lost and found box.
Oh
What
my
happens?
goodness.
What is are you gonna go over and look at the box? Are you gonna ask about the box? Are you gonna ignore the box? What are you gonna say if you see a lost and found box?
And it straight up, it says lost and found
Yeah, and
on
it
the
said
box.
yes, it says lost and
In
found
big
on it.
and
Yes, it does. It
I'm
has
gonna ask him, like, what is going on over here?
okay, and how are you gonna feel if
Everything
he's honest
okay?
with you and say, well, the truth is, I have nothing to lie to you, no secrets. That, I have a lot of women that visit me that sometimes leave bracelets and trinkets around to make other women jealous. And I tell any woman if they're doing that, I'm going to take all those items and put it in the box, and whoever comes over, they get to grab one item. What are you saying next?
The honesty is just flabbergasting. First of all,
What?
I'm
Why is it
astonished.
Why is it
Like,
flabbergasting? Why is it flabbergasting?
because this is people are, I guess, males or guys think that transparency would turn away a girl, but then you're
Mm,
giving me the option. So
yes,
now I have the choice to be like, okay,
free
yes,
will.
I'm okay with that, or no.
Right,
Right, free
right. But
will.
yeah,
Wow.
because I have it there because I'm saying that I don't ever I don't want anybody I don't want anybody putting anything in my house, right? That
Right.
tries to upset another woman. So if you try to play those
Mhm.
games, stupid games, stupid prize, I'm gonna take that stuff and I'm put it in the lost and found box.
Right. Because
But I'm
someone
letting
just
you
do
know,
that.
right?
Yes.
I'm letting you know that listen, and you go if you want to grab one item, you can.
Right.
I'll let you go. You can only
Right.
get one item though. I'm telling you because I'm gonna tell you the same thing.
Wow.
Because if you leave anything, and that'll be the joke right there. But if you leave anything over my house, you know what? I'm gonna do that. But now as you walk in, you see the box. But let's give you the setting. It's a dim
Mhm.
setting, nice music, maybe a little bit of light jazz right now. And as you're walking in, you start to notice paintings on the wall. Like in a museum, how when everything is dim, but they have that light that curves over the picture and kind of hits the picture that draws the picture out. So,
Yes, of
so
course. Mhm.
you see after you look at the box and I offer you your favorite wine, and I get you your wine, I'm preparing the meal, and you're kind of looking around the room and you notice the artwork on the wall. Are you going to go over to the wall, you think, or what are you going to do? What's the move that you're going to make?
Oh, I'm instantly I'm grabbing his hand so he can come with me, and I would like to observe this painting and then ask him questions.
All right, so I'm going to give you example. Okay, you're watching us live, right? I'm going to give you examples. You watching us live right now?
Oh no, I turned it off so I wouldn't
Okay.
be echoing.
Okay, that's fine. Well, you can turn it. You can turn it down, but never mind. I was going to show you a painting. I was going to give you an example. So
Oh, okay, now I can get on real quick
yeah,
if
you
you
just
don't
just, just
mind.
turn the volume on, get on, and I know it's going to be a second, but I'll show you the volume. So gentlemen, as I
Okay,
said
I'm
before,
here.
as she's doing it, guys, I'm showing you this. So what we have right here is something like this. If you look at this right here, where you have on the wall the painting, but I'm not talking about that artwork. Okay, I'm just showing the
Mm,
guys. But okay, are you on right now?
yes,
Okay,
I
so
see it.
you can see what I'm talking about as far as the painting, not the painting, but the light. You see how the painting is with the
Right.
light. Okay, so that's the drawing, but in the painting could be something like this. I'm showing you that. It'll be something like this. Or let me show you another one while you're watching. Something like
Ooh.
this, or something like
Mhm.
this in the on the wall. Okay, the drawing. Okay, so
Oh wow.
you would love you.
Beautiful.
Okay, would you not like to know the story behind the painting?
No, I want to know the story. I would love
So
to know.
okay, so what if and I'll use Peach Rose with this. So I would say, this is a painting from a lady named Peach Rose. And I'm showing the painting right now, just giving you an example
Mm.
while I'm talking to you. So you're in front of the painting, I'm behind you, but I'm kind of in the left side of your ear. I'm not rubbing myself up on you, okay? Just so not pushing up on you, but I'm just talking to you or be beside you. But I'm explaining to you that, what this painting is to me, how I saw it. I see a woman who is always covering herself up, afraid to let her sexuality
Mm.
go, her sensuality go because of all the judgments out there. Because people out there are always judging women and always saying it's bad for you to let yourself go. And what I love about this painting is that when I see women, this is what I see. I see women who cover themselves up. Where when they're with me,
Mm.
I want them to let the sheet go, not for the nudity, but to let go
Mhm.
based off of trust. It is okay to cover yourself up if you don't trust somebody, but when there is a trust, it's a trust in that painting to let go. Do you see what I'm saying? While he's talking to you, what would be the thought process?
Wow.
What would be the thought process behind that?
Oh my gosh, I would just be mesmerized.
All right, and then we'll welcome you, Z. Z, you're next. So then maybe this is. Let me pull this one. This might be in the kitchen, but let's say I'm gonna use Z. This one. I'm gonna use Z. I'm gonna use a late. I'm gonna use Z. This is another one. Okay, let's say you see this in the kitchen.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Mhm.
right now. This is and you probably, I'm sure you would ask about it. Now I'm gonna say this is one from Z. Okay, it's another woman. It's another female artist, and the
Mhm.
interpretation I got from this, as I'll grab your hand, I'll walk you over, and the interpretation I got from this is that, you know what? Why use dishes, forks, and spoons when I can use my lips and my tongue and let your body be the meal? You're the meal and the dish. So what I see right here just is a beautiful way to look at the body beyond just sex. It could be it
Right.
could
Oh
be
my
right. You see what I'm
goodness.
saying?
Gosh,
Right.
all I see is beauty.
Yes, and that's why I talk about Z the painter. Z, you'll be the painter in this one, but I say this is what I love about the painting is that the woman again is relaxed, she's open, and she's willing to push herself beyond normal things by allowing somebody to layer light pieces of food on her body and taste them off her body. Now, for me, you know, how I would do, because I really feel that that when you're tasting food off a woman's body is totally different than tasting it on a dish, and that would be the story. But what would be the thought process in your mind on that point? What would you be thinking?
I never had a man speak to me in this manner, and let's do it right now.
Well, okay, what I'm saying is that if you've never, that's
It's
why I keep warning
beautiful.
you. So you've never had that. You've never,
Wow.
you've never had anybody do that.
Mm-mm. Nope. Wow.
That's what I keep trying to tell y'all guys. Is they're just so like Zani. So what I'm
Because
saying, yeah,
it is like broader. I love that you brought up the fact that it's over the sex.
yeah. It's not about the see the paintings are not right. Let me give you an example. Like say you go into the bed. We go to the bedroom. Now I got my wine above the bed. You know I have my wine above the bed. I'm sure you might ask, but if you look at it, above the bed would be two pictures. It might be this one or this one or this one. I'll have one or
Wow.
two of these
Beautiful.
beside. Yeah. And I'm sure you'll ask me about those, but again, this is a peach. One's painted by Peach, and Z, you get one. So I'm just telling y'all, lady, whoever ladies in there, these are okay. So, but what I see right here, and why I love this is sexual freedom. This is a woman that had a great experience with a man that allowed her to let herself go and be in that exactly what she is. And when, to me, her opening the door or her looking out the window is to me a sexual freedom of being able to let herself go without judgment, without any kind of thought, to be able to really mix and melt with a man that really actually can not only touch her mind, but also touch her body. And she just is savoring the day, the moment, and the time. That's what I see. That's what I was what the guy would say. But what will you what would be your thought on this right here?
I would just feel the safety that I would feel to want to express myself is just crazy.
Yeah, well, right. It's crazy because well, even right, the easel in the living room. Okay, let's go back to the easel in the living room. Okay, thank you, Boxing. Let's get out of the bedroom. Let's get out of the bedroom. Let's go to the living room. All right. So let's say here, let's say that you're in the living room and you see this. You'll see this in the living room. Would that get you to ask do you paint? Are you at would that intrigue you enough to ask, do I paint or anything like that? Would it get you to say anything?
Oh yes.
W-
Is that a hobby of yours?
That's a hobby of mine. Okay. And what I would tell you is I don't paint. I have two left feet when it comes to painting. What would you think? Because that would be what would you think then? Because I there's more to it, but what would you think about that? You think now because I'm sure you're wondering, well, if this guy,
Word.
why would a guy have an easel in his living room if he can't paint? Would that be something that pops up in your head?
Right.
Okay.
How does that work?
Right.
Yeah.
How does that work? So what if the guy tells you, this is something I love to do. There's nothing sexier than moving all the furniture out of the way. Because I got the easel so you can look at it, but moving the furniture all out of the way, undressing a woman and painting her body the way I see it, where she can lean and I will have a mirror. I would put a mirror uh, kind of close to her face, but a little bit off in the distance. But I would paint either the front of her body or the back of her body and have the mirror reflecting. If it's the front of her body, the mirror will reflect her ass. If it's the back of her body, the mirror will reflect her face. But it's nothing like painting a woman's body in my vision.
Wow.
What would you say to that? And that's why I have it, because it's not there for me to paint. It's there for me to paint women. It's in the vision that I see. I would, and I'm not saying in the women, it's not to paint your body, but it's there as a part of an amusement park to paint your body. If ever there was a time where you and I are naked, I mean, and just get you to lay on the floor, we'll put some pillows or something and set you right to paint your body in my image. What would you say to that?
Almost as if you're like bringing imagery to like my reality.
How so? Tell me how so.
Because at any point I'm visiting you or spending time at the place or whoever the guy is, it's like that's over there in my peripheral. But then I've already heard the story behind it, and then the women, Z and Peach, and how their descriptions of
Mm-hmm.
their painting it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, all of that wrapped in one.
Yeah, it's basically, yeah, because I and that's why I would love about women with paint sensual and sexual, because to me, I always see it as a woman of an expression of a feeling that's bothering her. When I see women painting nude art that covers up the body, to me, I see somebody that's
Mhm.
saying that, you know what, uh, will there ever be a time that I can undress and show my body to somebody who doesn't make it about the body, but will appreciate the body that comes with the mind? That would be another conversation. But what
Mm.
what would what would you be thinking at that point in there?
That I would want this man to explore all of that with me. If he can do that with a painting and he's using my body as a reference, I can't imagine how I'm going to be feeling.
Okay. Well, I'm throw a wrench in here. What if the man says to you after everything is going good, he said, "You know what? It's getting late, and I'll walk you to your car and everything, and we'll end the night." Now, remember, he's not gonna give you the dick. He said, "Hey, look, hey, look, he's built
Right,
all this shit.
right.
Wait, hold on, he's built all. Wait, hold on, he's built it all up. Now, I want to know what you're gonna do. Now, listen, he's built all this up, but remember, you take all that combination stuff, but he's not trying to rush it. He's not trying to rush it. What's the thought and what's the move? If he's like, you know what, it's getting late. I know you didn't want to stay too long and all that other stuff. And I just want to let you know I appreciate it. And he gives you a nice kiss and all that other stuff. But I know you have a long day and all this other stuff. What's the thought or what's the play or the move? Is there a move, a thought, or a play?
No, there's just gotta be a one play, and the play is I'm going home, and I'm gonna wait, and we're both gonna wait,
Okay.
right? That's what I'm thinking.
All right. So you okay. So you're okay. You'll go and he'll walk you out. He'll let you know he had a good
Mhm.
time. And what
Yeah.
happens if a small kiss turns into a longer kiss?
Oh man. I mean, I can give him a little snack, but he made his mind up.
Hmm.
I've made mine up, and we'll continue later. That's where my mind would be.
All right, and you go home, and the next morning pops up, and you have a audio or video letting you know he had a great time. Body's very sexy, tastes good, look good. He enjoyed every part. He enjoyed the music, light. He really enjoyed the time that we spent. What is the thought? What are you thinking right there? What comes up next?
Now he's definitely in my head because it was very detailed in his description.
Hmm.
So for him to give me that within the way that he made me feel hanging out with him in person, yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about him tomorrow.
Now, are you going? What are you thinking? Well, let's. Do we have to go out, or maybe? Or what about what? Let me. Okay, and listen, no judgment here. What would be a move that you would do that you could use to get him over to your place? Not to say you will. I'm just want to. I just trying. I want to
Hmm.
put one of your one. What is a move that you would like if everything's going right, and maybe you want to move this thing a little bit faster on your pace, of course. How would
Hmm.
you get that guy over to your house?
Well, I would probably first I would send him a voice recording because I wouldn't want to disturb his day. And I would very detail that voice recording and let him know, I'm making dinner tonight. I'm making some stuff that I think that you would really enjoy. If he was a certain culture and his ethnicity, I would probably definitely include that. Um, I would let him know that there was this new game that I wanted to try out with him, and I had him
With
watch
it's a new
it.
game. Whoa, wait. Oh, what's the game? What's up? What's the game? Oh,
And then like hopefully that makes him be like, oh, interesting.
he said a new game. Yo, wait a second here. Okay, all right, all right. So, has anybody ever done audio messages or video messages?
Yes, I have gotten those. Not being like maybe the wording wasn't right, but
Okay, so what would the game be? she she's at this. What would what? Hey, walk us through. Wait, because I want to know how this game's gonna go down. What's gonna happen? Walk us through. What's going to happen?
I'm thinking the game has to be who had the craziest just like kind of all the stories that we've had that are wild but like funny, and then maybe like some questions about like our favorite, books, but then like just things with that, but while we're eating. And maybe while we're eating, you'd have to play like a basketball game. So, like put it between somewhere, or put it in something, or put it through something, and then yeah. I don't know, just interest. That's kind of like off the dome too, so it
Yeah,
probably would
no,
have to be
I
really
like
well
it off the
planned out.
dome. Right, right. No, I like it off the dome. No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right. But what I'm saying is, okay, if you haven't experienced that before, then what have you experienced?
I think that's what I've been wanting because I know but like I've been thinking these guys were going to do that, and it did not work that way. It was more of like this is what I want to do, and then there'd be no detail, and then they would leave me with all of my mind wandering and like, having to lead it, and it's like, okay, I'm not even wanting to do it anymore.
Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, okay, all right. I'm just saying, I get it, but that's what I'm saying to you. That's the I guess the not I won't say it's scary, but it's really it could be intimidating. I guess being with a man can be
Hmm.
very intimidating because on one end
And
you
I have to.
yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead,
Well, I
yeah.
just want to say I have to be honest too. Like because of the way I was raised, and what I'm also realizing is I may not have allowed some men to lead me, and I'm 100% honest with that's definitely probably happened. So I'm in a space now in the energy where, and probably because I'm tired of the ones that I have given my attention to, I want different. I want to be led
Hmm.
because I know that that's what I can do as far as following. But I do think that I have things that bring to the table. Of course, like I'm the table, but
No. It's
like
no,
bring the
yeah.
table.
Right. No,
But with
it's
all that said, yeah.
yeah. No, I understand. That's what I'm saying. It's just at the end of the day, this, you know, I just think sometimes women just get what they think, and that's their happiness, and
Hmm.
it's not really happiness when you really never felt or thought about like. Well, man, like give me an example. When you see the text messages that I always post up, what crosses your mind? Is it that? No, there's no way women don't think that. What crosses your mind? It's like,
Yeah,
damn,
yes, I
what?
was out. No, exactly that. Like, there's no way women are texting guys back. I'm never like, there's no
You say there's no way. You say,
way.
you mean
And if there is, where are
you
they
mean
at?
you've never talked to a guy that way before. You've never been that compelled to
Right.
be able to. But yeah, aren't you ever curious to wonder what that shit is like? Like, have you ever been curious to
Goodness.
what could he possibly do to make her open up like this?
That's what I'm saying. Goodness.
Mm, mm, mm. All right, okay, all right. Well, let's see. We got 8 more minutes left of the show, but what I'm saying is there anything that is on your mind that you want to discuss or bring up? I got about 8 more minutes. Is there anything that you want to discuss or bring up, or questions or anything that you have?
No, I'm like, I have things to process and maybe like call you personally because I don't want my business still on this.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying it is a lot to process, but that's what I'm saying. That that's the part of the algorithm break. But he's not actually breaking the
Mm,
algorithm. You're breaking it because the way you're doing everything is you're not being coerced, pushed, manipulated, deceived, or tricked to do anything. You are
right.
freely thinking based off of the moments that you're having with somebody versus trying to make a moment. I think that's where a lot of guys go wrong. They try to make moments and they try to make things happen or they try to force things to happen versus
Mm,
feeling overwhelmed and feeling saying to yourself, wow, this guy is a very because all right, let me give you this. Okay, again, let's not use you. Let's use someone like you because again, it's none. I don't want to get your personal business or anything like that. Let's say someone like you. Okay, someone like you. Let's say a clone of you. Okay, let's talk about that clone of you.
mm.
So if that clone of you, not you, but if that clone of you ever had sex, did it just end after the sex and they just got up? What would happen to that clone of you if she had it, or what did she think it would happen if she never had it, and she would get some? What do you think would happen?
Oh, I think she would let go and let loose in a way that she's never really experienced before. And that could also be very um, anxious. I don't want to say scary because I'm not afraid. I like challenges, but anxiety is real. Anxiousness is real,
Yeah, but what if
especially if you've never had that calmness before with somebody.
yeah, but what if he's yanking that anxiety out with a full body massage, going and getting the
Goodness.
warm it
I
up for
mean,
about
sign him up.
yeah for 7 seconds, 7 to 10 seconds, guys. And then while you're there, rub your body from it again. Move her, not yours, but move her long black hair out of the way and go from shoulder all the way down and all the way back, giving her a full body massage and just telling her in her ear how sexy she is and how good she tasted and stuff. What would that, not you, but what would that person think? What would she think? Not you, but that clone of you. What would be on her mind? What would she be thinking?
This man wants me to smile all through my body. Like, I've never, she's probably never felt that.
She's never felt. Yeah, she
I'm
probably
probably
never.
telling on myself.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Well, here's the cute thing. Now here's the thing. Now that clone of you, not you, but the clone of you, never had that happen. Never had that experience before. What would happen if she got around her girlfriends? What would that conversation be like? Where one
Oh
would
my
say,
goodness.
Wait, let's start right there. Hold on.
Hold on.
Now, not you, but the clone of you. So they're saying, well, you know what? It was
Right.
John and I, we just kind of messed around and such, and we just kind of did this. What are you saying when it came to you? And everybody talked about their born experiences. What would the clone of you say to those women?
Oh my gosh. I think the clone would be like, you can't talk about all men because y'all are dating different ones. Mine's built different.
Okay, they'll say, how is he built different? What did he do? What are you talking about?
I mean, I think the clone, if she's feeling all this, she would have to say things along the lines of, "Girl, he's touching me without touching me. It's ridiculous the way he's internally feeling me."
Wait, girl, what do you mean touch you without touching you? What do you mean? How does a man touch you without touching you? What do you mean by that?
I'm still trying to figure it out, but I can't. You can't get out of my head. So,
Okay.
like, he has me speechless, girl. Like, I don't even. It's like all I do is think about him, and I can't even get that out of my head.
All right, here's the most scariest question, probably the last question, the most scariest one. What if I told you that was just the tip of the iceberg or the first door? That
Sheesh.
that is this is just the beginning. What does one think if that's just the beginning? Just the beginning.
Yeah, the clone, she would just be mind boggled.
I mean, has that clone ever gone in the middle and had a picnic while it rains where you're like, oh my, well, you, the clone was like, oh my God, it's raining. Let's go to the car. And he grabs your hand and says, no. And then brings you and starts kissing you and it's raining.
Oh my
And he,
gosh.
and he, and
See,
he,
now you should, I'm okay with saying that's a dream.
how is that wait,
Is
that's
that
a
real?
dream. That's a dream.
Yes. Wow.
Right. I'm saying that when the rain's coming down, he's undressed and yeah, there's nobody around. Y'all in the middle of nowhere. And he pushes you up against a tree, puts his leg on his shoulder, and just not you, but the clone of you just gets to munching in the
What?
rain. In the rain,
Goodness.
wet, yes.
The clown. I think my clone would be just eyes rolled back, laid out. Have your way with me.
Okay, now here's the $1 billion question. Now, if you had that or could have something like that and a little bit of that, would you actually give that up? Would you actually just, if you know you could have that, I'm just saying, or your clone, not you, but if your clone could have that,
Hmm.
knowing she can't have him, now here's the crossroads. Do you let that go and say, all right, well, I got to focus on this guy? And it's not you, talking about the clone, no judgments. Or you say, shit, I'm trying to let this motherfucker go. I just can't let this guy go. What does the clone do? She's at the crossroads. What does she do?
That's dangerous.
I know
Like,
it. Wait, I know it's dangerous. But what I'm saying is that even if she has the guy and cuts out the other guy, he will always be on her mind.
right.
So
Goodness.
so damn if you dare, damn if you don't. So what does one do? What does the clone do? Does the clone try? Now remember why? So I'm thinking about him, but now I got to think of ways not to think about him, which is actually even a deeper thinking. Do I do that? Do I let him go? What does the clone do? What does the clone do when
Oh my gosh.
she finds this average guy? He won't do any of these things because average guys don't know this. They won't do any of these things. Just average, but he's clean cut average. And then you can have all of him 24 hours a day, but you can get that other guy anytime you want for a little while. What do you do if you're at that crossroads? Not you, but the clone. What would she do?
Jeez.
What? I'm just saying. No. You remember. You asked what is like. I'm showing you what it's
I
like.
know,
This
but
is
like her mind is my mind, my mind.
well, yeah. What does she do? What I'm saying. What does she do? You okay?
Dear goodness,
You
tell
say
her
you
to
want Mr.
not
Right,
let him go.
right? But you say you want
Yeah,
Mr. Right, and you got Mr. What you think Mr. Right is, but he get the fuck. But he is not touching you on that level. What do you do? What does one do?
oh, if the clone would more than likely cheat.
She would likely
Like,
cheat. But here's the thing: that
but
if
that
she
is beyond me. That is insane to say.
no, but hold on, but wait, now watch this. What if the guy told you, listen, have your world, have everything, and when you want me, use me, but whatever we do will never come to the light of day. Everything we'll do will be behind closed doors. I won't run behind you. I won't bother you or bug you. But when you want me, any way you want me to have you, I'm there. And any new ideas I have, I'll bring those to you when you and I get together for the little time that we have.
Oh my
What does that?
goodness.
What is that? Well, I'm just asking, what do we do? Oh shit! Hold on.
The
What
clone.
what does a clone
I
do?
think the clone would have to just be like, there's no way I would leave that person if this is what we're doing.
Right, right. But how? But that's what. See, but that's what I'm trying. See, I remember you asked, but that's what I'm trying to show you. How
Right.
how can
Goodness.
you just let a man go he's everything you want, but you can't have him, but you can have parts
Right.
of him. You can have parts of him.
Oh wow. Now I'm understanding the parts part.
Right,
I
right. That means you can
got.
have parts of him, but you can't have
Mm,
him. So
all of it. Right.
what does one do at the crossroads?
They come back. Right. The clone would probably come back.
She'll come back secretly and be and never
Secretly.
being judged
Right.
and never being judged, right?
Right. Right. Oh my goodness.
But okay, last one I'm gonna throw at you. I'm gonna throw this rock at you. What do you
Okay.
do if the guy cuts you off and lets you go? What would the clone do knowing that all the pleasures that she had are finally taken away and she can't have no more? What is she gonna go through?
Okay, wait. Can you? I'm sorry. Is there a way you could different word it? 'Cause I'm kind of.
Okay, so with the guy that the clone is seeing, she's getting the
Mhm.
pleasure, the fantasies. She's pushing her sexuality beyond everything. She loves talking to him, enjoying him. Loves I mean, there's nothing wrong. It's just pure fun, exciting, different, all this other stuff. Even maybe she even starts to fall in love with him and she didn't realize it. But all of a sudden he takes all that away from her. How's she gonna feel? What is she gonna go through? What do you think she's gonna
Oh
go
my
through?
goodness. Of course, she'd probably be heartbroken.
Right. She gonna be heartbroken, right?
It's like a piece of her is missing. Oh my goodness.
Because
She's
they
feeling like
okay.
that.
Now you answer because a piece of her is missing because she doesn't feel complete without him. Do you see what I'm saying?
See, that's what people. That's what some women we would get confused and think that's demon. That's demon dick.
That is no wait.
That's that dangerous
No,
dick.
wait. How could it be demon dick when most of the stuff was connected mentally? There was not there was
I
no
know.
right. So wait.
Oh
We're not
my
even we're
goodness.
not even talking about the
You're right.
penetration. Right. We're not even breaking. We didn't even talk. See, hold on, time. I
You're
see.
so
I
right. What
I
the heck?
I
So is
feel
that the part?
right. Yeah, I
Oh my gosh.
feel
So is that the part
I
where you're
am feeling
saying,
uncomfortable. You're making me feel uncomfortable because I never say anything about dick. You're making me feel like
okay, you're right.
I'm
I'm
saying I
sorry.
know you
But
said demon
listen,
dick.
wait.
She said
Okay, can
Steven, that's demon dick. No, what I'm saying is this. Everything that I said was more connection. I didn't even bring in the fifth. I'm just saying
Very
more.
true.
So
But like,
yeah,
wait,
yes.
because that's the part where I'm thinking that everything you're saying, where I've been very confused. So
What's
that's the reason that maybe a statement came out.
what's confusing you?
No, like me with what I was thinking was pleasing and providing that sensual, stimulating, intellectual feeling,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I didn't understand that maybe that's not what I was getting. And in the ways I was thinking, it was what my statement was, which is all around the dick.
Right, but see, you make, but he never made it about the dick.
I know. That's no. I was talking about the what I was maybe used to or have been shown.
So okay, I get it.
Yeah,
You think
yeah, I'm
you
kind of
think
wrapping things
you're
around
so
it
okay,
right
you're so okay. Remember, you're taking average and you're adding average to great. So you're in your
now. Right.
mindset, you're thinking that it's just about the dick. That's what you're saying. You're
Well,
saying
that's kind of what's been approached to me.
right.
Wow.
But what I'm saying is I didn't even say anything about the dick.
I know it.
There-
I know it. Like, describe it.
not
I know.
one thing about penetration, because that's on its own level. Now, one thing about that, I did say it did say eat. I did say eat, but that was about it. But then no dick. I didn't say anything about dick. What I'm saying is, if you have all that without any penetration, and you're this way, and he takes that away, or penetration makes it even worse, but he takes all that away from you, what are you going to do if he comes back or you come back? Are you going to try to get him back? Are you going to try to let him go? What are you going to try to do?
I mean, I haven't experienced that, so the way I'm thinking right now,
Mm.
I don't want anything to do with that because no.
Okay, there you go. See, that's okay. I listen, and that's what I'm talking about. You don't want to have nothing to do with it, but here lies the problem. There's going to be a part of you that is
Mm,
curious to say, well, is it possible? is it is it
right.
is there
Goodness.
is there somebody out there that can actually do that shit?
Right. Yeah,
So
that's blowing my mind.
yeah. No, it's just okay. Like I said, it's just something to think about. But that's what I'm
But I
saying. That
wasn't like also trying to just tell myself like I just haven't like this is just new to me, you know?
no, no
Doesn't
doubt,
mean
no
I'm not
doubt. That's
against
why
it.
again, out of respect, like I said, that's why I said clone because I don't want to. I'm not here to push your
No, I
business out there
appreciate it.
out of respect. You know, what I mean, I don't want. I don't. People don't need to know you. I'm just saying you're clone. We just say hypothetically you're clone of what she would
Yeah, I
go through
am.
or what she would think. But matter of fact, there's a good question box, right? So for your clone, not you. Have you ever had anybody name the kitty cat? The clone. Has the clone ever had anybody name it
Mm,
before?
I have.
All right, I'm
I
gonna show you the
haven't
difference how you haven't. But let's talk about
like
your have.
speaking on the clone.
Let's talk about your have, and I'm gonna show you where you haven't. So what?
Okay.
how would they how would they name it or talk about? What would they say to you? How would they name it? Talk? What would they say to you?
I mean, I can't even. I've like mapped all that out of my head because I want different.
Well, no, no, no. I'm just saying the clone, not you. What would give me a
Oh yeah.
line that
Okay.
would be
Okay.
said to not
Oh
you, but
my
the
gosh.
clone?
The that. Okay. The clone probably would have something like lame that's heard by everybody. Or the first thing that comes to the guy's head, and he doesn't do any planning about it.
Okay, and he would just name it. He would just say, "I'm going to name it this."
Right. Just at the top of the, maybe not even. Maybe like something random like mine. Like that word, and it's like that's you could say that to anybody.
Okay. Well, let's okay. We're gonna push the boundary a tad bit with your clone. What is something that would be a good name to name her if you wanted to name her? What would be something that would be acceptable to you, just hypothetically?
Mm. I mean, it's beautiful. I love being called beautiful.
All right, let's go.
So,
Okay, now watch this. Now watch this. Now watch this. Watch this. Okay, watch this. Now the guys just name it to name it, right? That's what the clone is used to. Just I'm not saying a lot of guys. I'm just saying it's used to just someone just giving it a name, right? Right? Has a clone ever experienced that? Let's say beautiful that she gets text messages and emails and voice messages, personalized ones, where
mm.
where he's calling you to say, you know what, I want to speak to beautiful. Beautiful, hey, how you doing? I just want to let you know, baby girl, I'm
Oh my
thinking about
gosh.
you right now, baby
I don't
girl.
think the clone has experienced this.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Hey, send you a text message saying, hey, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. This for beautiful. Beautiful. I just want to let you know I'm texting out to you because you know what? I was in the shower and I was thinking, man, I wonder how my girl is doing right now. And I'm gonna say, and he says, is she treating you right? How's she treating you? She doing you good? Because if she ain't doing you good, baby girl, let me know. I got your back. What would she think
Hmm.
about that if she got that versus
Oh,
what she normally has?
I think the clone would say, "I know that's right. I know my man talking to me like that." Goodness.
I'm just saying there's levels. You see what I'm saying? It's one thing to name it. It's another thing to talk to it in third person in a fun, sexual way. You see what I'm saying? Make it
Hmm.
fun, make it
Right.
exciting, make it, you know what? Hey, Merry Christmas, beautiful. How you doing? Hey, girl. Hey, where's my beautiful? Let me kiss my baby. Yeah, I say, you see what I'm saying? See, I'm saying
Right.
not just say, hey, what's going on with Tamika or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just take it,
Okay.
using the third person as fun, just like a fun, flirty thing, just to break everything up, just to have a little fun.
I like that. Wow.
All right.
Okay, I need to get off of this phone, Steve.
Yeah. Well, no, we do. Yes, we
I feel
do.
like the whole world knows my business.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We do. Like I say, I would just tell your clone I thank you very much, and hey, I'll go ahead and go, and
Of
I
course.
appreciate,
You
but
know
I
I
just
got you, Steve.
yeah. Well, I just want you to know. I just to understand. See, you got to understanding to know that it's a different ball game with a man. That's all I'm saying. Okay, it's
No, I
yeah,
appreciate it. Goodness.
and just know that's the tip of the iceberg. That's the first door. So now, hopefully, hopefully you understand why those
No,
text
I'm
messages.
understanding a lot more.
Yeah,
Wow.
why they're
And
saying what
thank
they're
you
saying.
for asking me all the questions. I don't think I've ever had those type of questions asked to me or the clone.
Well, I was just trying to frame your mind to give you an idea, or your clone an idea of how a man
Yeah.
operates. He doesn't push the see, and I know you gotta go, but just real quick, he doesn't push the sex. He's when you are sex, you don't have to push
Mhm.
something that she will eventually give you because she freely wants to be with you versus being manipulated or all that other stuff that most guys do.
Yes, exactly. Mhm.
All right. So hey, guys,
Wow.
I'm gonna cut this part out, make it its own little thing, show y'all some game
It is
and yeah.
fun.
But no, hey, but no, I appreciate you coming on here, and now you